Hi, Laoshi Lawrence McElroy here again. In this pre-recorded video, a little lesson in Qigong and Tai Chi. One of the first lessons I had in the very early days of my experience in Qigong and Tai Chi involved learning the 5 root goals of Qigong. Now, over the years, I've come to determine that these 5 root goals of Qigong expand themselves into also being the 5 root goals of Tai Chi. And those goals are regulating the body, regulating the breath, regulating the mind, regulating the qi, and regulating the spirit. So we'll start with regulating the body, or 12 sin. Regulation of the body means being able to find a relaxed, balanced center. It means an awareness of structure and awareness of our movement. With that relaxation, it's important to mention that many people think that relaxation means, laying back on the sofa on Saturday night watching HBO and smoking a cigarette. That's not what relaxation in these arts is about. Relaxation is, in the terms of the Chinese arts, being sewn. There is no direct translation of the word sewn in the English language, but most will agree that it means something like a relaxed readiness, a dynamic relaxation, a surrendered resilience, not a flaccidity. With a relaxed body, we can then move on to 12 Shi, or regulating the breath. Regulating the breath means breathing diaphragmatically, meaning a deep breath. And we want that deep breath to be relaxed. Keeping in mind, when the breath is relaxed, it's not forced. We're not breathing to 100% of our capacity. We're breathing a comfortable amount. But we're utilizing the diaphragm so the breath goes down deeper into the body cavity. An easy way to sort of explore this is to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And as you breathe, the hand on the belly should be moving more than the hand on the chest. Now, there are all sorts of different ways or processes and thoughts about, when you inhale, how should the belly move? When you exhale, how should the belly move? We're not going to get into that in this video here this evening. However, I do want to point out that the Chinese will say that breathing from the belly is swimming in the depths of the ocean. Breathing from the chest is wading around in the shallows. And who wants to wade around in the shallows when you have all of that beauty in the depths of the ocean? Plus, we also point out that when we're first born, we breathe from the belly. We breathe deeper. When we get a little bit older, the Chinese and traditional Chinese medicine, Qigong, will say that we breathe from the solar plexus. A little bit older, we're in the chest. Older still, we're up in the throat. And just notice that direction. I also like to point out that the first thing we do when we're born is we inhale. The last thing that we do as we pass is exhale. Breath is very important. Also keep in mind that with a deep breath, there are some benefits. One of those benefits is breathing diaphragmatically massages the stomach and the intestines. So you can actually improve digestion and start on the pathway to better health simply by breathing deeply. Breathing deeply also allows us to let go of strong emotions. I read an essay one time, and I found it to be true, that when you are breathing deeply, it is impossible to hold on to strong emotions, anger, sadness, frustration. Breathing deep helps you to let go. Now, I'll admit that one of the times that I have the most challenge in breathing deeply is when I'm on the roads on Long Island. So I have a little sticker in the middle of my steering wheel to remind me to breathe deeply, and it works. With the deep breath, 12 Shi, we can move on to 12 Shin, which is regulating the mind. Now, regulation of the mind doesn't mean we crack a whip and force thoughts away and empty our mind like you'd empty a bowl of water. As we are fond of saying at Water Tiger, we want if we picture the mind as a bowl of water, we want the water of the mind. We just want all that stuff floating around in it to not be a distraction. So a relaxed mind eliminates our ability to be distracted and to be able to respond instead of react. So once we've regulated the body, regulated the breath, and regulated the mind, we can move on to regulating the qi. Now, qi is considered an intrinsic energy in the Chinese arts that is not only within us, but around us. And traditional Chinese medicine, Qigong, Tai Chi, and other internal arts consider that all illnesses arise from a blockage, a stagnation, or an imbalance of qi in the body. So if we can regulate the qi through these exercises that we do, we are well on our road to better health. And once we've found our balance center, once we've deepened our breath, once we've calmed our mind, and once we've improved our health, we can move on to the fifth and final of these root goals. We can regulate the spirit, or 12 sen. Now, when we use the word spirit here, we do not mean spirit in a religious or theological sense. We refer to spirit as being able to find our place in the world around us. So, with that, the path of the previous four, we can begin to find that place where we belong in the greater world. And that's the 5 root goals of Tai Chi, and subsequently Qigong: 12 Sin, 12 Shi, 12 Shin, 12 Qi, and 12 Sen. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions or observations, please feel free to share them in the comments below.